It's almost Christmas, but there's still time to get your Christmas gifts. If you're not sure what to ask for or what to buy for your sewing loving friend or relative, don't worry, I've got you covered. Welcome back to Studio 77. I'm Emma, and on this channel I bring you new tutorials and new videos every week. So hit that big subscribe button and the bell to be notified so you don't ever miss a free tutorial again. On this video, I thought I'd do a little rundown of all the top gifts for sewers. Now, this isn't a list for beginner sewers. If you'd like a list for my top 10 tools for beginners, just hit that link that's on the screen right now and it will take you to my other video, which has got all the best tools for beginner sewers. There's some great little tools in here and gadgets, so do stay to the end because I've saved my top 2 for the very end. So let's jump in with number 1, which is a sewing subscription box. With one of these boxes from Sew Hayley Jane, the recipient will receive some gorgeous goodies. Starting at just £20 for a mini box, it's a great price as you get a metre of fabric, 3 coordinating fat quarter fabrics, matching thread and some extra notions that go with the box too. At £35 you get 2.5 metres of fabric and a whole lot more. It's a great little gift and it's pretty good value to boot. I'll be popping everything mentioned into the description box below, so do have a look down there too. Number 2 is a sewing themed print. Now, you don't have to have a great big sewing room or a craft room or even a sewing space. If you have one of these prints around your home, it's just a little nod to your passion, and hopefully it will ignite their creativity and passion as well when they see it going about their day. Now, a quick search of Etsy brings up loads of different ideas, but I love these two from Mrs. Lamb UK and Catchy D. Number 3 is a wall mat. Now, this may sound a bit strange, what's that got to do with sewing? But these mats are so highly regarded online, everyone raves about them. When you use them to press your work, the heat transfers up from underneath, so it's almost like pressing twice, back and front in one go. And they're a great gift for a seasoned sewer who probably doesn't have one of these already. Number 4 is something that I talk about all the time in my tutorials, and it's the faithful Teflon sheet. Now, this is a great little stocking filler, and most sewers don't know about it. You just put it between your iron and your work so that when you're using fusible interfacing or fusible webbing, it will stop the iron. If there's got any gunk on the iron or glue, it will stop that from going onto your work, and vice versa. If there's anything on the work, it will stop that going onto your iron. So it's really great, and it stops you having to do extra cleaning, which in my book can never be a bad thing. Now, number 5 may look like a kid's slap band, and it kind of is. And if you remember these from the 80s, you'll know what I mean. But it's basically a wristband that you put on your wrist and it catches all your pins. It's got a huge magnet on the back, and it just means that you don't have pins lying about, and it's another great stocking filler. Number 6 is another great little gift, and they are wonder clips. Now, if you're a seasoned sewer, you're probably going to have some of these already, but they're a great tool, and really you can't have too many. They're just little clips that hold your work together instead of pins, so that then when you go through the machine, you take them out as you go. They have a multitude of uses and they're a great gift. Number 7 is something, again, that I'm always mentioning in my tutorials, and that is the heat erasable pen. Now, they're not for every project, but if you get the felt tip ones, they will mark on almost every fabric, and you just mark out what you need for your pattern, and then when you need to take away the pen marks, you can just iron or hairdryer the marks away and they'll be gone from your project. Number 8 is a walking foot. And if you've never used a walking foot before, they are a game changer, let me tell you. So they're really great for stretch and for quilting cottons especially, but any kind of sewing, it's really great for, because basically what it does is on your sewing machine, you have feet underneath, kind of little teeth that drag the work through, and you don't have any on a regular machine at the top. So when your work is being pulled through, the bottom part of the work is going through quicker than the top at a minute rate, but sometimes that is noticeable, and sometimes that will create puckers and gathers that you just don't want. With a walking foot, it moves at the same speed as the bottom teeth, and it pulls the work through both sides at the same rate. So it's great for sewing, whether you're sewing at speed or you're sewing intricate little things. It will work with both. It's just worth noting that you can get different ones for different brands. There is a universal foot as well, which I will pop in the description, but you just want to double check which machine you're getting it for before you buy it. Number 9 is another Etsy find. Now, unfortunately, we all make mistakes, and when we do, a seam ripper is really needed to be at hand. And these seam rippers from Etsy are such a great gift because you get a seam ripper on the end and you get a pointy tool on the other end, sometimes called a stiletto or a tailor's awl, and that you can just use to help feed your work through the machine. You can use it for loads of different things. It's really useful around the workroom. And these ones are so beautiful, from Wooden Things by John. They are made from hand-turned acrylic and they come in a huge variety of colours. Okay, so we're almost at the end of the list, and number 10, I have to warn you, is a bit of a whopper, so brace yourselves. But if your giftee doesn't have one of these and you're looking to spend a bit of money, then I cannot recommend a Cricut maker anymore. They are so great. They cut over 300 different materials. They come with a rotary blade, so if you're a seasoned sewer and you just want to add that extra bit of kit, that extra kind of nuance to your work, they are really great for cutting out, whether it's for quilting, for applique, even just projects on their own. They come with a huge library of patterns and you just upload that into your software and it does all the cutting for you. It's a genius bit of kit, something that can be added to over time, and I've recently got one myself and I'm loving it. So that's the end of the list. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you found value from this video. If you have, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and do hit that subscribe if you haven't already. If you really value this content, then I would love for you to share it with your friends or on any Facebook groups or any social media. It really helps me out as a channel. But until next time, stay creative.